everybody, I am the Lightning Turk and welcome back to another Supremacy 1914 game. Today's game is the Anti-Goldmark Conqueror's map, and a lot has happened in the recent few days that I haven't uploaded videos. A lot of crazy things and a lot of positive and negative things for me, specifically. So let's just get started on the general recap of what has happened in the entire map. Let's start with North America, where things have gotten very, very, very chaotic. Um, yeah, he's okay. Let's do this. British Canada, he is doing horribly. Although he was good in the beginning, he has now been invaded by Canada, Baffin, and the Confederated States. So these three are planning on splitting British Canada apart into little bitty, tiny, itty bitty pieces. And the Baffinians and Canadians are doing fairly well in their invasion, although British Canada has launched a counterattack in order to protect and take a lot of provinces from the Canadian player. In the meantime, the Confederated War is going on. After he took Fort Smith, he launched an offensive against Little Rock, while the Confederated States are going in from the north and trying to get to the capital. I guess Davenport has troops in it, or the fortress is very dangerous. Let's go further south, and we can see that the Caribbean Island Republic has actually gained Kingston back, thanks to Colombia just getting destroyed. Same for Ecuador. The Ecuador-Colombian War of attrition has turned into the United Latin American Nations invasion plan. And as he did for the Mexican Caribbean War, he's done for the Colombian Ecuadorian War. Watch out for this guy, he's a very good player. Or just very lucky. In the meantime, Venezuela, his neighbor, has actually made a capital and has taken back a few provinces from the United States of Brazil, who has been invaded by basically Piratini and Bolivia. They've both taken a ton of provinces, and also Piratini has invaded the Republic of Argentina. Chile has had already, I think. No, actually, he's done this recently. He's completely destroyed the remains of Argentina, the regular Argentina, not the Republic of Argentina. Pretty much chaotic stuff going on here. The Venezuelans might just take Caracas and Maturin back and end up with all of its original provinces plus an extra one. Or maybe even just go for Colombia. I guess time will tell. Let's check. Let's go to Africa because things are very exciting once more here. The South Africans and the French Madagascarians, I do believe. I'm not really sure what to call them. Madagascar and South Africa, let's just say that, have split apart Mozambique down the center and have taken all of its provinces, while the Sudanese and Abyssinians are continuing their invasions of random mouse clicking. Their invasions of German Tanzania, and yeah, that's pretty much it. German Cameroon and Portuguese Angola are just going at it like crazy. They're just trying to kill. German Cameroon, let's see. He might be invaded. He's invaded. All right. I mean, not all right. Bad for him. He's been invaded by French Equatorial Africa, which is actually an AI, so I guess he declared war on AI and forgot about it, possibly. Something of that nature. And now we go to the completely chaotic West African region. Oh my god. Okay. So French Algeria had actually made its capital in Fort La Perrine and had taken back most of its original provinces. However, British Nigeria expanded and started to take it over. At the same time, the Republic of Upper Volta was not dead yet and succeeded in taking a chunk of French Morocco, the major chunk, the national chunk, and I think Spanish West Africa is on fire. They're rioting, either due to bad economy or something else. I should check that. Well, let's check. They are at war with German Cameroon. Yes, it's from bad political control because Bata is the capital of Spanish West Africa. Or just Spanish Africa? Yeah, Spanish West Africa. So The second you lose that capital, that morale just goes down immensely, and I guess all three of these provinces are now rioting. Um, the French Moroccans now have a capital again, so I guess they're more or less where they started. One, they have 10 provinces, which isn't bad. They're a little bit better than where they started, although they aren't. Don't know how to explain that, but yeah. Also, Europe is just flawlessly beautiful. I mean, just look at this. Everything is under control. Spain has a chunk of territory. France has a chunk of territory. England and Ireland are just beautiful looking. I, England looks like it has a political union with Denmark, and Ireland with a political union with Prussia, which is really cool looking. Norway's united. However, Russian Finland has invaded Norway. I do believe that's because he's AI and Norway declared on him. Yep, that's pretty much it. And Communist Russia and the Russian Empire are at war with each other, and they're just going for it. So far, the Communist Russians are doing pretty well, having taken Vladimir, Kharkiv, and Odessa, with the Russian Empire most likely either retreating or trying to condense forces into something that can face off against their enemy, their communist enemy, enema, their communist enema. Greece is a very nice guy. He's he's pretty. I mean, it's because he hasn't backstabbed me yet. I'm very surprised he's so nice to me, and I think he's wonderful. Please stay allied with me, Greece. Thank you. Anyways, my Ottoman condition, it's just I'm having trouble because the Arabians have completely gone inactive. Wonderful for them, and the Persians have gone completely inactive. So I'm slightly pissed at them for just disappearing all of a sudden, leaving me to fight the Kingdom of Hejaz and the British Egyptians all on my lonesome, and thanks to that I've lost provinces. However, Arabia was always at war with the Kingdom of Hejaz, and thanks to AI skills, which are better than the actual player skills at this specific point, have managed to take Tabuk and cut off my struggles with the Kingdom of Hejaz. At the same time, I've actually gotten a message from the Hejazians telling me that we should band together to try to kill the AI, which are Egypt and uh, Arabia, respectively. And I would say yes. However, come on, I want Gaza back. I just lost El Arish. I'm going to take Gaza back. I'm going to produce artillery, and I'm going to bombard the crap out of Egypt. It's pretty much my plan. Thankfully, I have another factory being produced somewhere in Anatolia, and they will rue the day they attacked me. But not Hejaz. I'm fine with creating an alliance with Hejaz once more because he's actually the only active person left in this Middle Eastern region. Because from what I can see, Elk 22 is also going relatively inactive. Yep, he's completely inactive, which completely pisses me off. We're just struggling against AIs at this moment. It's horrible. It sucks when people do this. Anyways, moving further east, Russian Turkestan and Pakistan are just all out warring each other. The provinces in question are just completely Afghani provinces that the war is about. They're trying to take over these two provinces, and Pakistan is trying to take down Kunduz and maybe even Ashgabat, the capital. Nothing's really going on for these guys. Yeah. Although Russian Yakutia is doing fairly well, sort of, not really, against the Manchurians. Whoa! I just saw something important. In the meantime, we'll get back to that. Burma has just completely absorbed British India. Just horribly, horribly um, absorbed them. Just wonderfully done, spectacularly done, because Sarvar 2347 went in AI, AFK or something of that nature, and he left a 60,000 unit army, his major army in the province of Kantipur, and he's still not completely AI, I think. Let's check. No, he's completely AI now, so I guess we'll be seeing a counterattack by that AI force, that AI army very soon. But they're doing incredibly well, sort of. Unless they're invaded by someone else, which is bound to happen in this game because, randomness is randomness. So going up north, the Chinese and the Union of Indochina have just become China now. The Chinese Union, I guess. And they've invaded the Korean Empire. So even worse for the Japanese Empire, who now only controls the province of Kochi. The Koreans most likely have literally no troops in their homeland because they were able to get invaded so quickly by the Republic of China. So yeah, these islands are just slow and easy pickings for the Chinese. Moving further south, we can see that the Union of Indochina has done completely, just completely annihilated Siam, and what remains of it is everything in the island of Borneo of Indonesia. Dutch Java? Dutch Java? Oh right, yeah. So yeah, at the same time, the Union of Indochina has taken these islands around here, and the Dutch New Guineans, I think they've gained that from rebellion, I do believe. Yeah, lots of things are changing here. Also, the question of New Zealand. New Zealand turned out to be some guy just giving away his provinces, and since this is a big no-no for everyone, the Australians have also formed a union and just completely annihilated him as well. So I guess in the near future we can be seeing a Chinese-Australian war, a very, I guess like alliance-led war, which is obvious in the end game and later games. So that's pretty much it for this map, and everything is going well for everyone else except me. My horrible luck tends to work at this time, mid-game. However, my fortresses make me feel a little bit better. Thankfully, nobody else can now see my lands. I'm safe at the moment. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.